Thanks for joining me for this short scale study. Today, we're going to focus on concert A minor. Let's jump in with number 1, concert A minor, harmonic minor scale, and arpeggio. Harmonic minor is a type of minor. There are 3 types of minor scales. There's natural or relative minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. More on those in the future. For now, let's jump in and play our first example. We're going to be playing the A harmonic minor scale, and we're going to need our fingering for G sharp. You might recognize that as our A flat. So let's begin and play number 1. I've got my metronome set at 70 beats per minute. Remember, you'll need B natural and E natural in this scale study. 1, 2, ready? Now let's move on to number 2, the A harmonic minor in scale and arpeggio in 8th notes. Again, G sharp is the altered tone, and you'll need B natural and E natural along the way. 1, 2, ready? Now let's move on to the next exercise, minor chords. These long tones will help develop your flute tone. 1, 2, ready? Our next exercise is the pattern of thirds. Remember, B naturals, not B flat. 1 and 2 and ready and go. How are you doing so far? I hope good. If not, remember, you can pause and rewind and do these exercises again. Practice for perfection. That will give you the most success. Let's move on to our chromatic pivot scale. Now, we're going to be using the note E, natural, a lot in this pivot scale. We'll also be using the D sharp fingering, which is the same as E flat. We'll be using the C sharp fingering, which is pinky only, a lot like our D flat fingering. We'll be using B natural fingering, A sharp fingering. The A sharp fingering is our B flat fingering, and then the A natural fingering that we know and love. Let's move on to this exercise, chromatic pivot scale. 1, 2, E natural. Now we'll play the chromatic scale starting on A natural. As I always will remind you, there is a fingering guide in the last pages of this book that you can look for more help on your fingerings. Remember, along the way for this scale, we're going to need A sharp, which is B flat, B natural, then C sharp, D, and D sharp, which is the fingering for E flat, We'll need E natural, F and F sharp, G and G sharp, which is like our A flat fingering. On the way down, one of the commonly mistaken notes on our chromatic scale is G flat. It's just F sharp, okay? And the rest of them you should be pretty good with. Let's get started. Chromatic scale. 1, 2, ready? And let's finish today's scale study in A minor by doing the chorale study. It's in 3/4 time, and I will not be repeating at the end of the first line. So I'm going to just play the first line and the second line continuously. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Along the way, you may have noticed that there is a high E natural in the second measure of the second line. High E natural's fingering is thumb, first and second finger, pinky for tone and balance. Go back and play that chorale exercise again if you missed it. For now, though, that's the end of our Concert A minor scale study. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you'll consider playing this scale study again soon. And then do some of our other scale studies in the Advanced Scale Studies series. See you soon. Keep on practicing.